happy Saturday. It's Anna here coming at you live for this video training series. Sexy Confident Life is where it's at. And you guys are really amazing for those of you that have been jumping on and sending me messages. And it's been really powerful to see the impact of this perspective that we're having this week. And we're talking about the different ways that we can truly reach success versus always just going for those surface level solutions. So if you haven't been watching any of the live training videos, I suggest you go back to video 1 and 2 because video 3, I want to jump right in and I don't have to recap too much. You know, in video 1, we really talked about knowing how, right? Or believing why. Because when it comes to really having success in our life and reaching the goals that we want in our health, in our wealth, in our relationships, or whatever it is we're trying to do, it's all about mindset. It's about pulling the roots of those bad habits and those beliefs and those behaviors and laying a new foundation for growth. And I believe that's all about mindset, and that's shifting the way we think about things. As a sexy, confident woman, and in my Sexy Confident Woman formula, these are the tools I teach. This is the foundational work that we really dive into because I believe if we establish this, nothing can stop us. Nothing can stop us. So what I'm excited about today is not just to go over, the difference between knowing what to do to get to our goals versus believing why. That was video 1. In video 2 yesterday, you got to go back because video 2, I dove all into the difference between willpower and clarity, right? If we can be totally focused and clear on who we want to be, the choices we want to make, what's most important to us in our life, versus always relying on willpower to tell us not to have that cookie or not to be lazy and sit on the couch, it's not enough. We've got to flip the switch. We have to have clarity in what we truly value in our life and what we truly want. And today, I am so excited to jump into video 3 where I'm talking about perfectionism versus progress. Oh yeah. Yes. Why? First of all, what the heck is perfectionism, right? What's perfect? Who defines perfect? I'll tell you. That we've been brainwashed by everything that's in the magazines, that's in Hollywood, that's on TV, right? All of the ideals that are out there in the world have told us what perfect is. So now that's our perception. That's what we want to achieve, right? But isn't beauty in the eye of the beholder? Isn't that the most fundamental lesson that was ever taught to us since the beginning of time? I forget what philosopher said that. If you guys know, let me know and post it in the comments below. But perfectionism right now that's, in social platforms of the perfect ideal bodies and the airbrushed magazine covers, it's not reality. And even more so, it's not the everyday person's reality. Maybe since I have to be on TV and on video, I have a different kind of reality with the expectations I have for myself, right? So I live my life a certain way to live up to those expectations. I want to be a role model in fitness. Therefore, I want to have optimal fitness, right? It's my job per se, right? A lot of people always say, Anna, God, you're so lucky. Your job is to exercise. I'm like, damn right. I am lucky. It's my lifestyle. It's my job. So isn't being a high performer. I coach people on living a high performance lifestyle. So I practice it myself. It's not a job for me. It's my life. But I want you to look within today. I want you to look at what your ideals are and ask yourself, is that reality for me? Is that reality for my lifestyle? You know, if your ideal body, because maybe you're not happy with where you're at with your fitness, for example, and you're looking at an Olympic athlete in a commercial who's hurdling something and she's ripped and she's gorgeous and she's just perfect, right? Are you comparing yourself to her? Are you expecting yourself to look like that, to perform that way? Are you doing that in other areas of your life? Are you looking at an actress on TV in your soaps or in a movie? And are you saying, I want to look like that, so I'm unhappy with this? We have to then take a big step back and we have to look at our ideals and if they're aligned with our ideal lifestyle. You know, those of you that are moms out there, those of you that are raising a family, I envy you. I do. Someday I want to have a family myself. And I look at a mother, my mother, for instance, and I look at her as someone I aspire to be like. I want to be as strong as her. I want to be as confident. I want to be somebody that can, teach a young person to be a good person in the world. That can role model a healthy lifestyle and make somebody feel, good about themselves, beautiful, worthy. And in order to do that, you moms, you got to be doing that. It's a lot of work. It's a big responsibility. Do you give yourself enough credit? Are you comparing yourself, to like the TV model actress? When you're raising a family, would you give up your family? Would you give up your kids? Would you give up your life in order to go train for 3 hours on the track to be an Olympic athlete? That's what you'd have to do to have that body. You have to think about the alignment between what you think is perfect and what is reality. Because you've been brainwashed. We all have. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's what's in our face. It's what's in magazines. It's what's on TV. It's what we read. It's what we see. But don't get sucked into it. Don't get caught up in that. Don't compare. You're perfect. It's in the eye of the beholder. But I want to look towards something completely different, and that's progress. So take a moment. If you have a notebook, I want you to set a new goal. I want you to set a new goal. So if your goal has been to have this ideal perfect body and, six-pack abs, right? And you're just I'm not happy with myself until I get that. I'm going to always look at myself in the mirror and I'm going to be like, you are losing. You're losing in life. I want you to set a new goal. I want you to set a goal for progress. And here's why. Progress means that you're continuously improving. I'll say that again. Progress, when your goal is progress, when your goal is to progress your life, to continuously get better, right? You're not going backwards. You're not getting lazier, more unhealthy, more unmotivated, less confident. You're making progress in your life. It means continuously winning. You're winning when you're progressing. So make that your goal, because you want to know what? Perfection means you're continuously losing. Because every day you try to be perfect. Every day you want to be perfection that you don't really even know if you could ever achieve, because your lifestyle is completely different than what that perfect person has or whatever you're comparing yourself to. You'll be continuously losing every day. What's better? Is it to continuously win in life? because you're doing the right things for yourself. You're progressing in life. You're getting better. You're getting healthier. You're getting more confident, more motivated, becoming a better role model, feeling more energized, improving your relationships? Or do you want to be losing? It's a no-brainer. Here's the second reason why. I want progress to be your goal over perfection. Progress means that you are continuously motivated and satisfied with yourself. Hell yeah! Damn right! Damn right you are. Because when you're progressing, you're continuously feeling satisfied, motivated, ready for that next step. But when it's perfection, you're continuously frustrated and dissatisfied. Frustrated and dissatisfied versus satisfied and motivated. What? Come on. Give me a break. What feels better, right? What feels better? What feels better is feeling satisfied and motivated. Nobody needs frustration and disappointment in their life, especially when you're doing so many good things for yourself. In today's training, I want you to take a step back and say, man, you're right. I'm comparing myself to all these other people and places and things that aren't even a part of my reality. And then I'm disappointed in myself after I just had an amazing day. I have an amazing family. I feel energized. I'm exercising great, but I don't have this perfect image of what I perceive I should have. I want to take a moment and let you sit on that. And I really want you to start thinking differently about your progress every single day. And I think if your focus is progress and it's not perfection, that leads you to the healthiest and happiest life. If we're always progressing, can you imagine what happens? Good things, right? Good things happen. And so we're shifting our mindset here, right? This is us. This is us. We just pulled out a weed. You want to know what that weed was? It was perfection. And we just pulled it out of the ground. We just took the roots. We just got all the roots of perfection and we pulled it out and we threw it out of our lives. And when we did that, we know that disappointment, dissatisfaction, frustration, losing, that feeling of anxiety and frustration and losing is gone too. Because the root in our life was perfection, wanting perfection, comparison to people and places and things that they're ideals that don't fit our ideal lifestyle. I guarantee right now, if you want to change your life and your lifestyle because you're unhappy, then you will. Right? You will. But a lot of us are really happy with our lifestyle. I know I am. Like a lot of people always say, like, Anna, I can't believe you drink wine. You know, that's got to hurt the abs a little bit. I'm like, guess what? I don't care. I don't need a six-pack. I need a glass of wine with my husband on occasion when we want to chill out. That's a lifestyle for me. That's what I like. I'm happy. See, the ultimate thing in life, I believe, is our happiness. That's what we're striving for. You know, you read the book Flow? Oh, if you haven't, you gotta read it. But it's about our ambition in life, and we strive for happiness. That's what we want. We want to be in a state of flow. It's when we're most joyous. And if you're happy with your lifestyle, you're rocking it, making progress, going for it. Real change comes in when you're unhappy and you need to make real change. so that you can make progress towards what you want your lifestyle to look like. So I think that it's really important that while you're going through this training, you're doing a lot of reflection. And that you take the time to journal some of this down. And remember, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And the reason I say that is because I have that in my notes. And I think about myself, and I've always been one of those people that I like the abstract. I like things when they're kind of off-center and kind of crooked and a little bit disoriented. I've always been more of an abstract kind of gal. I like things when they're imperfect. I like wearing something that totally doesn't match because everybody else wants to match. All my friends used to say like, Anna, that is so not in style. And I would be like, it's in style for me. Because I like to add a splash of my unique character. I don't need things to be perfect because it brings joy to my life. I want you to think about, what is beauty to you? What is a happy lifestyle for you? And can you be happy with that in yourself? Because if we're always looking in the mirror and we're judging and we're comparing and we're just waiting for us to be a perfect thing that we thought we want to be, we're going to live a life of disappointment and frustration and unhappiness. Beauty is in your eyes. Whatever is beautiful to you is all that matters. If your kid is kind of like a funky rash on his cheek or something like that, you're like, oh, but he's so cute. But if you have a rash, you're like, I am disgusting right now. I can't even go in public right now like this, right? We have to change our perspective. It starts with you. It starts with what you see through your own eyes, how you think and feel about yourself. You are beautiful. So many people think it. You have to believe and think it. And that's where it all begins. So today, I hope you take this lesson and you think on this, and your new goal becomes progress over perfection. I know it's going to serve you, and I can't wait to dive into our lesson tomorrow. Thanks so much for dialing in, you guys. It's so good to see so many friends on here. I'll see you tomorrow.